he's 2 hours late, so I guess we're just going to have to get started. Your final project, May, is to...
Sorry, I was busy punishing my house elf for stealing my socks again.
No! No! Sir! Whoa!
How many times do I have to tell you?
No!
No stealing socks! Yeah.
Okay. Nika, take your seat. Your final project is to brew a draft of desolation. It's a very complicated potion. May, here is your cauldron. Nika, here is yours.
Why is mine so small and hers is so big?
That's what she said.
Budget cuts.
Professor, I can't read your sloppy handwriting.
It's not sloppy. It's cursive. It's beautiful and elegant.
Not really.
Fine. Your first step is to fill the cauldron 2/3 full of house elf tears to add a base of despair. Now, house elf tears are a very rare commodity, so May, because you're my favorite, you get our only store. Nika, I guess you're just going...
It's chill home skillet. I brought my own.
Nika, why do you have house elf tears?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Professor,
Yes, May?
what is the radius of the cauldron as a function of its height?
It is the 6th root of 10,000 times its height.
And why is that important?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So we're given that the height of the cauldron is 9 inches tall, and that the function for its radius is the 6th root of 10,000 times its height. And if we want to find 2/3 of its height, because we want to fill the cauldron 2/3 full, we would take 2/3 of 9, and that would be 6 inches that we need to fill. Now, because this is a volume question, we would need to do the disk method in this case, because we're using a radius and the cauldron is circular. So the disk method, its equation for an area of the circle would be pi r squared. In this case, our r is our function from over here. So we would set up our volume as pi times the integral from 0 to 6, because we're going from the bottom of the cauldron up to 6 inches high, and then the radius function squared. And if we plug that into our calculator, we would get that the volume is 101.091 inches cubed, or 3 pints.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Okay, cool.
So, did you understand any of that, May?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Great. And
I don't think that sat well with my stomach.
well, you did drink an entire vial of Pirate's Parrot Poopy Powder, which is not the most pleasant of potions. But cheer up, Nika. I will help you with your project. Fill the cauldron 2/3 full of house elf tears. Nika, that's not 2/3.
I'm working.
You are such a disappointment.
But that's better than being a house elf.
True.
Professor, when do I know when to add the demon's blood?
Well, you would need the equation of the temperature of the cauldron as a function of time.
You want to give that to us?
Fine. So we're given that the function for the temperature of the cauldron is 500 minus 428 times the cosine of the time over 25. And we're looking for the time at which the cauldron is at 666 degrees Fahrenheit. So we would plug that value in to our equation over here, and then we would plug that into our calculator to find that the time is equal to 49.23 minutes.
Professor, when do I add my first poison ivy leaf?
When the temperature of the cauldron reaches its next minimum. Fine. I guess I'll just have to explain this one too. So we again look at our function for the temperature of the cauldron, which is still 500 minus 428 times the cosine of the time over 25. Now in this case, since we're looking for a minimum, we want to set our first derivative equal to 0. Now if we look over here at our graph, we can see that the first derivative is equal to 0 at these points down here and these points up here. We want a minimum, so that would be the ones down here. Now we're looking for the time after 49.23 minutes. So at our next minimum, we would set a lower bound and an upper bound and find that our minimum is at 157.08 minutes.
Okay, I've done everything. What do I do now?
Well, that's when you extinguish the flame and stir in a clockwise motion for the number of times corresponding to the average temperature of the cauldron over the brewing time.
I know.
Oh, good God. Fine. Here's how you find the average temperature of the cauldron. So we would use the average value theorem, which is 1 over b minus a times the integral from a to b of our temperature function, which is still 500 minus 428 times the cosine of the time over 25. Now, we are given that our A is 0 and our B is 307.08 minutes, which is the entire brewing time. So we would plug those values in and then into our calculator to find that the average temperature of the cauldron was 509.736 degrees Fahrenheit. And after that, you add 4 tablespoons of your blood.
But I'm HIV positive.
Only HIV positive? You should see the tests I passed, little missy.
You're the teacher?
Nika, what are you doing? Get back to your seat. Shoot. You're gonna kill yourself. I hope one day you die, Nika.
I applied for that position in Hell. I'm just waiting on the call.
You know, Nika, I'm tired of your shenanigans and always acting like a bad student and such. And
Shh. Shh. If I can't see you, you don't exist.
I'm a real boy. See, I told you.
I'm a real boy now.
Okay, this is weird, even for me. I did not expect this out of you. You, house elf, behind the camera, get over here. They don't pay me enough for this. Here, you're the professor now. I quit.
Stop it. You're being a stalker, Devin.
I was gonna throw it in.
That's how murder is done. Ring, ring. Hello, is this the call from hell I've been waiting for? Yes, that is me. Oh, I got the position? Shh, shh. If I can't see you, you don't exist. I'm a real boy now. If I can't see you, you don't exist. I'm a real boy.
Come on,